Hello, Paul here from EMD. I've got this Porsche Panamera 970. We've done a service on the car already on this car here, so I have repaired. Just want to show you what I found. See that hose there? That one there was leaking coolant, so I put a new hose clamp in there and then cut it back because there's a hole on the extra hose. But there was actually a leak, coolant leak here. That's on top of your alternator. Leaking coolant, that's your cooler. It cools the alternator down. So I'm waiting from that one. Hopefully it will come tomorrow from Melbourne, so I can change that hose, that little fitting in the hose. Otherwise this customer's car will be leaking coolant when he's driving. So it's just hanging there ready to come off, or ready to actually burst. It's just it's a plastic fitting that fits on the actual alternator to cool it down. That's basically it. And I'll show you the other video what I've done. So here's another video of what was leaking on the actual that Panamera I was talking about. I've got it on my computer, so I'm just showing you. See how it's leaking straight out? So that's been repaired. So when we pressure test the cooling system during service, we found that was leaking. And if you look above here, above there, around here, see this area there? This part here? That's the one I showed you earlier on. That's leaking from the actual cooler lines to the actual alternator. And here's another video of what I found. So many faults on the car, locked. And the reason why it was faulty, because look at the actual battery terminal. Look how loose it was. That screw was, and look at this wire here, that was loose as well on the battery. See that? Everything is loose, and that was loose. So I had to actually cut that one off because it was stuck there, and use a new bolt to hold that in on this Panamera. Okay, let's go back to the car and I'll show you what I mean. If you look down here now, look at that. That's a new bolt there. That's a brand new bolt I put in, and a new nut. Cut to size so it doesn't move anymore. And then look at that one there. That one's tight. So when you do a service, when we do a service, we don't just look at the battery. We check basically the whole car from front to rear, interior, exterior, suspension, brakes, everything on the car. We don't just drain the oil and filter. We actually go through the whole car and give the customer a massive report on what needs to be done. And if you see something like a coolant leak, we just fix it along the way, and then we'll go from there. Okay, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.